Indianapolis, Indiana, March 2. Notre Dame offensive lineman Mike McGlinchey, L., and Quenton Nelson look on during the 2018 NFL Combine at Lucas Oil Stadium on March 2, 2018 in Indianapolis, Indiana. Photo by Joe Robbins, Getty Images. It might not be as pressing a need for the San Francisco 49ers this offseason. But after Pro Football Focus ranked the Niners' 2018 offensive line 15th overall, one can see why a few more additions might be wise between now and training camp. The 49ers would like to re-sign versatile lineman Mike Person, who started all 16 games at right guard last season. And they have to think about a long-term replacement for veteran left tackle Joe Staley sooner than later. Free agency will provide some options, although it's not out of the question San Francisco will use one of its current 6 picks in the upcoming NFL draft to bolster the O-line. The top offensive line prospects got their workouts in at the 2019 NFL Scouting Combine on Friday, and a number stood out. Whether or not any of these will be on the Niners' draft radar is anyone's guess. But, as was the case with the 49ers' selection of former Notre Dame offensive tackle Mike McGlinchey in round 1 a year ago, it wouldn't be an absolute shock to see general manager John Lynch and co. go this route at some point. Perhaps early. Here are 5 linemen who had impressive combine efforts on Friday, thereby possibly grabbing San Francisco's attention. Charlotte, North Carolina, September 2, Nyheim Hines. Photo by Streeter Letska, Getty Images. The interior of the 49ers O-line arguably needs the most help this offseason, especially with Person hitting free agency. One of the important things to note here is head coach Kyle Shanahan's outside zone blocking scheme, which requires good lateral mobility and technique to block in space. So far, NC State interior lineman Garrett Bradbury is showcasing these abilities. NFL.com's Lance Zierlein compared him to the Niners' own Weston Richburg, who was one of San Francisco's high-profile free agent targets in 2018. Bradbury spent 3 years in college at guard before switching to center his senior season. That kind of flexibility could add both depth and starting potential along the interior. An NFL draft scout projects Bradbury to be a round 3 pick. Bradbury ran a 4.92 40-yard time, and seeing sub 5.0 times from linemen is pretty rare. And he also had an impressive 34 bench press reps, which is also right at the top. If San Francisco is looking for both movement skills and strength, Bradbury could easily wind up being an under-the-radar Day 2 selection during the NFL Draft. Next, No. 4. Offensive guard Phil Haynes, Wake Forest. Page 2. Use your arrows to browse. It might not be the best scheme fit for San Francisco's zone blocking system. But Wake Forest offensive guard Phil Haynes managed to put in an impressive NFL scouting combine performance, suggesting he could be a nice draft and develop piece for a team like the 49ers in the later rounds. The 6'4", 322-pound Haynes started all 13 games his senior season at guard and also has experience playing tackle, although he might want to start off his pro career along the inside. Want your voice heard? Join the Niner Noise team. Write for us. During the Combine, Haynes managed a solid 5.2 40-yard dash, which showcases good enough speed, and his 33 reps on the bench press illustrate he has the strength to be a mauling-type run blocker. Movement in space is likely going to be a problem initially, however, which would limit his use in the Niners system early on. Yet it wouldn't be a shock to see Haynes work his way towards being a reliable backup his first year or so at the NFL level. At best, he could wind up being a decent starting option with some fine-tuning. Next, number 3, offensive lineman Shaq Calhoun, Mississippi State. Use your arrows to browse.